the process of scaling up my work. And it sounds funny when I am showing you a book that is made of pages that are 6 by 6 inches. But what I'm really trying to do is get used to having very large gestures with a paintbrush, with painting tools, palette knives, even with things like graphite pencil. And so I've been working large, and I end up with these sheets of paper that I've painted on that are 4 foot by 3 foot in size. And it's a little hard to store. And so I decided that the process of making the gestures was really helpful as I moved towards scaling up, but I didn't really want to store these huge pieces of paper. So what I did was I took them and I folded the papers in such a way that I end up with this book. So it gives me, you know, there are scribbles, there are large shapes, there are splatters, and even this, it's like it's a very quiet piece, but right there is a composition, right? If this were darkened into a shape, I like that, you know. It's calm, but it definitely is my own gestures, which is what I really liked. And even this, the fact that it runs off the page, that's okay. I find that kind of interesting, actually. And all this is a regular pencil, a nice thick graphite pencil, a water-soluble graphite, some white, some really inexpensive white acrylic paint. I have these really thick paint markers. This is just the white paint was, I guess, mixing with the graphite. So I didn't add any black. It was just a mixture of things. So here I have like a very light line, darker, even darker, interrupted. And so now I have a reference, if you will, of what I did, drips, you know. I obviously like circles. I return to them again and again. There's just something very pleasurable for me in circles. And even the fact that inside my circles I put different, you know, there are scribbles, there are stripes. And I ended up with this really helpful resource for myself. If not of shape, at least what do these materials do, right? What does water-soluble graphite do when you paint over it? Or if you have a thick line and you put white paint over it, what does that veiling look like? Interrupted drips here, right? And here's the other half of those. Again, it's just how I fold the paper. And I will make a video of that process. But for now, I just want to let you know that I'm scaling up, and this is one of the things that I am doing with the papers that I create. And the cover is just a piece of backer board, and this is just like when I made my other sketchbooks. I know I have other videos of that. And then rather than put book rings in this, I just took a piece of black fabric, put some matte medium on the fabric and on the cover, pressed it down, same here, just put matte medium. You just cut it thick enough so the book lies closed when it's lying down. So if you have large paper and you're wondering what to do, stay tuned, because in my next video I will show you how I turned one large 3 foot by 4 foot piece of paper into something more manageable that I can use as a reference and that I actually enjoy looking at. It's very calming, right? Black and white, it's powerful, and yet I really like just the quietness of it. Okay, thanks.